Hello, my name is David Tirot. I'm the founder of Illuminum. In this video, we are going to take a look at a web service called CarbonMate, and we are going to take a look at Carbon Checker extension for LibreOffice. All right, let's kickstart. So together with my colleague David Schlindenbuch, we have been working on unification of generic emissions factors across the Nordics. It's nice that the authorities have started to use APIs to distribute their generic emission factors. We see that in Sweden, both from Boverket, in also infrastructure sector from Trafikverket. We see the case to be in Finland from the environmental institute called SIKE. So we have these APIs, we have these data sets publicly online, which is great, thumbs up. The nightmare is that they have varying data structures. And by that I mean that there is a different amount of unique columns. There's different descriptions of columns or properties. And on top of that, there is a varying depth of nested objects. So we have been working on unification of the data sets, and we have done this for 3 data sets so far. So let's take a look at it. This is the front end of CarbonMate. It's a web service running online. Go in there, have fun, help yourselves out. And we have here various filters, various columns to work with. It's very simple. You have column visibility. Whatever is shining in yellow is activated. You can click on a new column and display, for example, the use advice for the dataset. But we're not going to do that right now. Let's say I want to see data just from Trafikverket. It's nothing easier than just to click here and then go through the emission factors. Or I can do the same with Boverket or the Finnish Institute SIKE. Now, SIKE publishes data both for infra and for buildings. We have just the buildings data set here at the moment. And you have a lot of data. As you can see, the number of entries is quite high. And if you look at the Boverket list, again, very high list, a very nuanced list of data. So you want to search. Let's say you want to search for concrete products. So you type in concrete. Let's say you want to see data from Finland. Let's say you want to see emission factors that are within a certain range. This is something which you can do. Filter stuff numerically by functional unit, by the life cycle stage, and so on. All here for you to play with. So I will just reset the database and proceed to Carbon Checker. All right, let's take a look at the Carbon Checker extension for LibreOffice. The extension comes with the following content. There's a bunch of classifications. There is a few rule sets to help us discover overlappings, duplicates, and objects emerged in one another. And then we have a few information takeoff templates to help us quantify the model. But there is a special tweak to that because it comes with preloaded JavaScript code that will do all the magic to automate carbon calculations. I will explain everything. Let's start with the included, excluded class. So, you want to carbon calculate only the stuff that is new or that is expanding the building or refurbishing the building. The only case when all of the building would be part of the carbon calculation is that when you're building something on a greenfield. But at least in the building sector, most projects are refurbishment, reconstruction, expansion projects. And this is why you want to specify what gets included, what gets excluded. In my case, I'm just repairing the roof of this lovely building. Hence, only the pink stuff will be carbon calculated. Then we want to do assignment of emission factors, but it is done in a user-friendly way by preloading the existing CarbonMate dataset. And here, whatever dataset you have chosen with roles and whatever language you have chosen, you will either see this list in Finnish, Swedish or English at the moment. Pay attention that the carbon calculations are for A1 to A3 stage. No other emission factors were loaded. We are not working with the conservative data because we have a very strict opinion about that at Illuminum. We are just using the typical one. And here the user, without knowing anything about carbon calculations, they just selected the material in material mapping and everything gets recalculated on one push of the button. This is how we cut down time needed for carbon calculations in construction using BIM models at Illuminum. I hope you will find this interesting, and please do subscribe to our course on Carbon Checker where we will teach you how to work with the cavity ratio, what is it about, and what to pay attention to in real world projects so that you don't make a mistake and produce really good carbon calculations. Thank you very much. David Hirot, out.